Welcome to Symposium Sports, and this is the NFL game of the week. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. This has been a regular season rivalry game for like the last, I'll say, about 4 or 5 seasons. And all the time, these games in the regular season, they're usually really good games, but the playoff games are the ones that really matter. But this year, this is a little different twist to it because Kansas City is fighting for their playoff lives right now. I mean, they're not even ahead in the division. The Denver Broncos are running away with that division by far. And the Kansas City Chiefs, they done had some very struggling losses against teams that they probably should have beat. They don't look as strong on offense like they usually do. It kind of started at the tail end of last year. They just wasn't the same team. And the Buffalo Bills, they started out on fire, but then they started struggling a little bit for a few games there as well. They kind of got it back on track with that blowout against Carolina in Carolina. But Carolina is still an up and coming team. They're not like a solid veteran team like these two teams are. And Buffalo usually wins this matchup all the time in the regular season against the Chiefs. And I'm pretty sure they're going to win this one. But Kansas City, if they want to maintain some kind of playoff position in this playoff race, they have to win this game. This is a must win for their season, in my opinion, for Kansas City. Also, Patrick Mahomes seems to have a really, really solid game. He's had some solid games. The Raider game last week was probably his best one of the year, which that's not saying a lot because the Raiders are still up and coming as well. But if Patrick Mahomes puts together a really good game in Kansas City, it'll be a very impressive win. And definitely looking forward to the playoffs for them. I can see playoffs. If they win this game, Kansas City should be able to try to get in a playoff spot, a wild card or something like that. And they'll have to get back to the Super Bowl that way. But if they lose this game, Kansas City is going to be in a little bit of trouble. I can't see them doing too much or too differently anything, for the rest of the year. It's just probably going to be an inconsistent year, you know. So this game for the Bills is very important. If they lose it, it's still, it'll be a bad loss and everything like that. But in their division, they have Miami, the Jets, and one more team I'm missing, and the Patriots. That's where they have to worry about that team, the Patriots, because they beat them already in Buffalo. So that's a team they still have to worry about long term for division purposes anyway. So this game right here is a must win for Buffalo as well. But they can afford to lose it because they still are in that division and they're definitely better than the Jets and the Dolphins. And they definitely have potential to beat the Patriots. But the Patriots have been a better team this season overall. So with that being said, this is definitely the NFL game of the week. There's some other ones that are up for debate, and up like that, but this is the main one that everybody's going to be really paying attention to and watching, as will I. So yes, do I have a winner in this one? I really don't have a winner in this one. I can't really say. Usually Buffalo wins this in the regular season. Playoffs is a different story. It has been forever. But as I can see this going, it's going to be probably, it could be a shootout. It just depends on how the quarterbacks play because they haven't been at their best this year. They've been very inconsistent, both players. They're still very exceptional quarterbacks, but been very, very inconsistent overall. So, yes, this should be a very good matchup, but that's my NFL game of the week from Supposing Sports.